What's up, what's up, what's up? I am your gracious host, Tip the Gift. Welcome. If you happen to hear a bit of an echo, I am in the bathroom. Okay. I was redoing a couple areas in my hair and I'm also drying off and putting my clothes on and all sorts of little things. So it's kind of like a get ready with me, but not on camera. You dig? So we kind of on a get ready with me, but just not on camera. All right. So if this motherfucker come on and you discover that my bangs are sticking out because I'm rebraiding them, if you discover that I only have one eyelash on because I took one off in the middle of my good rest and things of that nature, mind your business, okay? That's how I feel about it. Mind your business. All right? Now, let me say hello to Miss Denise Swan in the building. Lovely Lynn's in the building. Tony is in the building. Miss Tammy's in the building. I'm the survivor. Oops, shit is in the building. Miss Rolanda's in the building. Twin Mommy's in the building. Mama Three's in the building. Miss Annette is in the building. Miss Sean B.E. is in the building. Shout out. My baby girl Lolo is in the building. Danny to you is in the building. Let me see. Miss Trina is in the building. Miss Lakeisha is in the building. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm going to throw my broski on real quick. Ooh. So we don't have no discrepancies by accident. Because y'all know how it go over here. We never know what the hell gonna happen. So I better put on some undergarments real quick. Hey there, Hill with Tree, baby. Gossip and Giggles is in the building. Shout out, beloved. Scorpio Steams is in the building. Shout out. Terry Dow is in the building. Shout out. Kenya is in the building. Shout out. Shout out, shout out, shout out. Let me see. Thank you so much, Terry, for dropping the fair use and disclaimers. Thank you so much. You are amazing at what you do. All right. I got my bravoure on. Miss Hill is in the building. Shout out. What's going on? Miss Sierra's in the building. What's going on, Snookums? What's going on? Y'all make yourselves at home. Go ahead and throw my shirt on real quick. Ooh. Miss Shirley's in the building. What's going on, Snookums? All right. We right around the 8-minute mark. So I'm going to throw some deodorant on and we going to get this party started. I do thank y'all for joining me. I thank you for your patience as we get the 411 together. All right. Because you ain't supposed to have company. You know, y'all came over here to visit me and, you know, you got to be have yourself together for your company. You heard me? It's good etiquette. Don't go live funky. You heard me? It's just a recommendation. Well, Sierra, unfortunately, it ain't gonna be in here. We may have to find a way to bring some loving in here today. Well, we always got loving in here for the family. For the rest of them, we got straightening. All right. All right, let me pin my bang down so I can come up out the bathroom for a second and cool off. So we just gonna pin this bang down. We gonna pin this bang right on down. All right, there we go. Okay, Cree's Conversation Lounge is in the building. Shout out. Shout out, my love. All right. We gonna step up out of here real quick. Let's see. I'm gonna leave my hair right there. Okay. Babe, I'm on live for a bit. You need anything? I love you. All right. Welcome to the 4-1 Wizzy. Throw this deodorant on, and then I'm all y'all's. If you will have me, I am all yours. You, don't come over here, bother me. All right, let's get this party started. Let me see. I can't breathe over gossip giggles you with your videos when you say and happy your videos have you on the floor and can't breathe from laughing. Child, I swear. Yes. Let me tell y'all real quick. What Rebel is, listen, when I tell y'all that's my shadow and he has to inspect everything, like, I mean, it's almost like he think he my personal assistant, you know? He got to approve all the scents. He have to approve shit around here, all right? He got to inspect the bags when we come in, all right? Rebel is never off duty. I be having to tell him, just go on over there somewhere, all right? If I get out the shower, he wants to, inspect, check my kneecaps and whatever else. Okay, that's just Rebel, all right? That's just Rebel. Rebel be around here rebelling, okay? Lord knows. But I love his crazy ass, okay? I love that damn dog. He's like totally obsessed with me. Anywho, we about to get into some shit. Now, this particular live is yes, he is, baby. When I tell you that Rebel don't play about me, child. He got to keep one eye on me at all times. Okay. He don't like if I close the bathroom door all the way. He know he can't come in the bathroom, but he need to sit. He always have to guard any door. Like if he can't come in, like we don't allow him in the bathrooms, in the kitchens and stuff like that. But baby, when I tell you he got to keep an eye on things, he will get mad if I close the door all the way because he can't make sure I'm okay. I be like, boy, now I'm in here trying to drop my kids off at the pool, and you all in my business. Now, let me sit back, relax, and we gonna get into it. I do have to have a disclaimer. who that is. Hold on. And thank you, Miss Hill, for the blessing, baby. Thank you so much. Thank you. Adrian, we miss you around here, partner. Shout out to you, sending you love and light as you always sending me. Shout out to you, baby. All right, this right here is going to have to come with a disclaimer because people be in their feelings. All right, so give me a second and we gonna get into it. Let me wet my throat. I'm about to embark on a very real conversation. I'm going to warn you that this conversation will take adulting, all right? It will need everyone to be in their adult mind frame, all right? Listen, Linda, listen. This conversation I'm about to embark in is going to need mature adults to be a part of it, all right? This is the time where if you do not have a mind of your own, all right, if you's a salty motherfucker who stay wrapped around living in that's the energy you want to be in, just you can't see the forest for the trees type shit, any of that, this ain't the life for you. All right. If you somebody easily in your feelings and can't take constructive criticism or correctiveness, this ain't the life for you. If you can't handle having conversations about past things and all of that good shit when a point needs to be made, this is not the life for you. If you have an issue with your name being mentioned for any reason to be used as an example, your name may be mentioned in this live. This is not the live for you. All right. If you do not know how to not put the shoe on if it doesn't fit your feet, if you feel the need to have to wear every shoe presented from the shoe store, then this is not the live for you. All right. If you are somebody that just like to find the fucked up lining in everything somebody say instead of the silver lining, this here is not the life for you. If you are childlike in the mind, immature, if you are a go along to get along type of person, this here is not going to be the life for you. All right? If you faking, if you fucking with me, but you really not fucking with me, this live is not going to be for you. Am I coming in clear? Did at least 5 people hear me out there? Okay, by show of hands, did at least 5 people pick up what I'm putting down? Let me know. Hey, anybody coming in? Lou, Twin Mommy, Miss Kathy, Miss Shirley. If I missed anybody, shout out to you beautiful ladies. Miss Brandy, shout out, shout out, shout out. Do I have at least 5 people in the chat that can confirm that I'm speaking English and they picking up what I'm putting down? If I have at least 5 witnesses, I'm good. You heard me? That's all I be needing is 5 witnesses. I don't need 100. I just need 5 people that's willing to stand in the paint. All right. And confirm that my words be wording. Hey, Miss Petrinia, good to see you, love bug. That's all I need. I need 5 healthy thinkers to let me know I came in clear. 5 healthy thinkers. Okay. This ain't the life for those that struggle thinking for themselves. All right. If you struggle thinking for yourself, you're not going to be too fond of, you might not be fond of these points in this live I'm about to make. All right. So if you ain't got your big girl draws and boxers on, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to tell you. However, we are about to get into it. The disclaimer part of this show is over. All right. All right. Let me check my inventory. And go ahead and you got about 2 minutes to put all your shit in your lap because they be stealing. All right. Go ahead. You got about 60 seconds or so to put your purses, your cell phones, your laptops, and all of that in your lap because they be stealing. All right. If anybody can throw a lock on the door, all right? We need two things. Throw a lock on the door and bring all your shit in the house. They be stealing, okay? They be stealing. They be stealing. All right. Mods, I need a lock on the door. Thank you, Miss Sean B. Thank you so much, Miss Sean B, for looking out. Thank you. It's good to have friends in high places. You heard me? We got the locks on the door. Y'all put your shit where you can see it. All right? Your cell phones, your purses. Bring your shit in the house. All right? They be stealing. Hey, beautiful queen, my sugar, I love you. Now, as y'all get the locks on the door and bring your shit in the house, all right? Bring your shit in the house. They be stealing. Now, with all bullshit aside, hey, lovely Lynn, baby. Hey, Lady Mysterious. Mama 3, if you gonna be here a second, my love, I'm gonna let you take over the greetings. If anybody new come in and have my back like you be having my back, and I love you so, so much, man. Listen, you top notch. You heard me? You is top notch. You hear me? Now, let's go on this journey real quick. One thing that bothers me the most in these here YouTube streets. Hey, Miss Tanisha. One thing that bothers me the most in these YouTube streets is the repeated and constant hypocrisies. Ashley Boy Mom is in the building. If you find that I mention your name and you know that we cool how we be cooling, don't even worry about it. You heard me? All right? But today, we all gonna stand on this shit together. Heart of Gold is in the building. You made it in, Ash. Now, we got a secret door in the back. If any family need to come in after the doors is locked, you just got to get a family knock, all right? You just got to do the family knocking. Mama 3 will let you in, all right? Now, I don't know what in the entire hell is this constant frenzy going on concerning Dawn and this so-called, or I'm not even going to say so-called. I'm going to say, I don't know what's going on with everybody in these, this person threatened this person, there is a frenzy out here about Brianna allegedly being threatened, right? Let's go over some things real quick. The first problem that I have with this, hey KG beautiful, how you doing? The first problem that I have with this is the fact that Brianna was not some hushed mouth, innocent person who said absolutely nothing about the lady and actually said some pretty fucked up things before the alleged allegations. Because I'm going to call it that since, everybody seems to have heard something from Dawn, but seems to not have heard anything from Brianna. I'm just going to call it all allegations, since people can have selective hearing when it comes to what one party says, but seems to know exactly what another party says. I'm just going to call it all alleged. Okay. Now, I don't understand how all of a sudden people are so righteous when it comes to what Don allegedly said to Brianna. Hmm? Now, let me ask people something, and it's going to take mature audiences. It's going to take you being a grown ass adult to fuck with me today. All right? And by fuck with, I mean to hang out with me today is going to take you being a solid ass adult. All right? Because when I prove my points, listen, Linda, my feelings ain't in it. All right? I'm just, listen. Hey, Dior, baby. There was a there was a time, as I've stated before. There was a time that when I stated before that many people on this motherfucking app has been threatened. I don't mean subliminally threatened. I mean all the way motherfucking threatened 6, 7 ways from Friday. You heard me? Myself being one of them. Now, to those that I have no issues with, I let this YouTube shit ride as it is, and it's all to the motherfucking good, right? Because I know this shit be YouTube shit. But make no mistake, if I call your name, it's to make my point, all right? I don't recall nobody out here going balls to the wall and pissed off when Lasonda said she would poison me, right? I don't got no issues with Lasonda. These are examples. Lasonda said she would poison me and make me a vegetable. Terry Dow said that he would run me over with an 18-wheeler. Okay? Now, you're gonna have to we're gonna have to adult real quick. All right? I have been threatened by Retta. I was threatened by Alexis. I was threatened by so many people, I believe I lost count. However, unless you were not a part of laughing and if you weren't in these chats during these times, I don't believe that anybody should be judging or acting or trying to hold Dawn to the stakes for things that they didn't have a problem with supporting when it was being done to a motherfucker like me 10 times over by damn near entire sides. Now I ain't trying to listen, Linda. You got to be grown to fuck with me today, all right? Because the point gonna be the point regardless. My feelings ain't in this shit. The moral of the story is if you gonna stand on business, then you're gonna have to stand on business all the way. And this goes for everyone. There shouldn't be a single motherfucker out here sitting around here having been a part of the many endless threats that was put on me for most of the time for people that I hadn't even done nothing to. Matter of fact, all of the time. Now, we just gonna tell the truth and we gonna shame the motherfucking devil. It was plenty of people in the lives when I was threatened to be poisoned, It was plenty of people in these lives when I was threatened to be ran over by 18-wheelers and some more shit, So where in the hell is everybody's outrage when they can sit amongst people who can threaten to take my life, I mean, damn near 10 times by 10 different people? Do you hear me? 10 different people. Even one of Amora's supporters last month threatened to pull up on me. Can't even think of which one it was. I think it was one of them that started with an N or something. Somebody that said they was 15 minutes from me and never showed up. What I'm saying to you is I don't understand how this stuff here does not look like people that's just going along to get along. If you don't like somebody, if you don't care for Dawn anymore, hey, just don't care for her. But to sit here and people trying to condemn somebody for some shit that everybody sat around here and was okay with when they were adjacent to certain people, I mean, come on. It's hypocrisy at its best. I look forward to the day that people can stand in a motherfucking square and keep it real and tell it like it T.I. is. You heard me? That's what the fuck I wish that people can do. Because it only looks like going along to get along when you know you stood in the gap for somebody else to threaten folks and to do this and do that. There was once upon a time where most people was sitting in Dawn's live, hell, when me and her was getting into it. when there was a whole panel being done and hosted over there? Huh? Let's keep it hot if we're going to tell the truth and shame the devil. Unless you were never in a chat where someone else was being threatened and you stood up and said threatening is wrong, then why in the fuck are we here today with all of this selective outrage? That's what I really want to know. This ain't no beef. This ain't no me trying to fuck with nobody. Only put the shoe on if it fits your size. If you out here judging Dawn for whatever Brianna said, this, that, and the third, but you have no problem with sitting in a chat with Chandra while she put a unborn baby in a casket. I mean, I'm gonna need you to get your shit together. It's a lot of people out here who's literally got a lot of mental shit going on. You can't condone one thing, but then condemn another. Let me say this again. You cannot be condoning one thing and then condemning another for the same shit. You can't sit here and applaud, sit in the chats and think it's hilarious, or even possibly have threatened people yourself. There is people in here really condemning Dawn who has threatened people themselves. I can't make this shit up. There is people who stood in chats and thought it was hilarious when people say, oh, I'm pulling up, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. There were people who laughed and had a yayo time when people act like they were pulling up on QP, pulling up on me. All of this shit. The hypocrisy is crazy to me. Motherfuckers ain't out here thinking for themselves, because y'all are not advocating for something. Y'all are constantly advocating for someone. You don't give a fuck about the actual action. You only give a fuck about who done the action. Tell me when the hell I'm lying. I'll pause. I'll wait. Am I lying? Am I lying? Is people really out here fighting causes or fighting people over people? Let me know in the chat when I've told you a story. Let me know. Let me know. Hey, Miss Simone, welcome in, sugar. See, it's not about the fact that, oh, ain't nothing happened in the saga. It's a lot of effed up shit that's happened. But what's crazy to me is, like I said, constantly pointing someone else's wrongdoing is more wrong because you don't care for them. Is that where we are? There is people out here who suggest that people should tell Dawn when to stop doing this or stop doing that. But there are very much so people who claim that they can't stop any content creators from doing anything that they want to do that's adjacent to them. When it comes down to stopping somebody from crashing out that sits next to you, we say, oh, they're grown. We can't control what they do. But then when it comes to someone we don't like, we expect the world to be able to control their behaviors. I'm confused. See, you're going to have to get up early in the morning to make me not have to think a lot. I'm just confused. I am confused. And I'm saying this with all due respect. I want people to start taking a look at themselves before they're constantly getting tied in with this person, that person, or the third, and therefore do the same things that they've always done. This is a cycle around here. People start looking at people away and this, that, and the third. You have people out here who can know that many people around here have done crazy shit and wrongdoings, and they had no problem, right? Supporting them and kicking it with them and standing up for them even while they did wrong. But when it comes to others, they don't get the same situation. Huh? People can't see the demonic shit that the people they are with do, but they can somehow see the demonic shit of others they're not adjacent to. I wonder why that is. I wonder why that is. See, this is why a motherfucker like me ain't got no problem standing alone, even though I'm never alone. Because, baby, you got to be a strong kind of person to sacrifice. Like a, a lot of people, a lot of people give commentary to appease people. I'm not one of them. See something, say something. Ain't that right, Miss Eugenia? See something, say something. Because enough is enough. There is plenty of people who could have had charges. Hey, Miss Lasonda, pressed on them. There is plenty of people who literally threaten people that never threatened them. Imagine who in here, out of anybody that I named that I said threatened me, can say that I threatened them back. No one. I could have fucking pressed charges and won the cases. See, it's a difference between, listen, we are not the same, okay? We are not the same. There is plenty of people who could be behind that wall right now due to never being threatened, but threatening. So to sit here and act like Brianna ain't said no crazy shit out her mouth, that Brianna wasn't up here antagonizing and also making an identical threat to someone else is maddening. It's crazy. It's crazy work. It's crazy work. You can't be one-sided and stand in your square. You can't be one-sided on things. That shit makes your word null and void. See, before I lose my word, which is my bond, you heard me? I'm not gonna lose my belief system and or this, that, and the third behind staying aligned or getting aligned with nothing. See something, say something. The biggest problem is people not understanding that this type of stuff has been happening all through the YouTube streets. But for some reason, when it comes to it happening to someone you don't like, that's when it's balls to the wall. That's when it's a whole smear campaign. But if the person you like doing the same thing, they are under your protection. It's laughed off. It's giggled off. We have to do better. We got to do better. We got to do better. Hey, Rozzy. I mean, for real, for real. It's like, please don't. Yeah, listen. If you hear the sound of my voice, stop being a goofy for the internet. And that goes for everybody. I am not singling anyone out. I've seen this shit. Shouldn't nobody feel singled out because I've seen this shit much too often. And shout out to those who began thinking for themselves. Shout out to those who understood they were going against their own way of living and their own way of thinking to protect others, be aligned with others. Listen, it take a special kind of standing in your square to step away from things that you know don't make no sense. You will only end up being goofy like the goofy shit that you try to protect and coddle. Tell me when I'm fucking lying. When you start feeling that shit on you, it's when you wake up and feel like a goofy. It's time to make some changes. Huh? When doing things aren't making you feel as good as you like to preach, it's time to do something a little different. We've been playing these same games. How long where people want to be self-righteous about their friends and then everybody's evil and demonic when it comes to their enemies? This whole fucking saga evil and demonic. Do you know how crazy it sounds with people over here fighting over adults while letting someone else sit amongst them and drag a unborn child? You got to be a special kind of stupid to think that shit look good. You got to be a special kind of stupid to think that you look any different than whoever you're talking shit about. I'm sorry. Somebody got to say it. It might as well be me because I don't give a fuck about making no friends on this here internet. All right. I married my motherfucking friend. The two realest friends I ever made, one married me and one birthed me. I ain't got time for coddling nobody's feelings on this internet. I'm not that motherfucker that's gonna waste my time. All right, I'm not gonna do it. I speak my truth on every fucking body, and everybody can leave me the fuck alone. Because the only way to help people change is to stop pretending like they don't fucking need to. Clock it. Let me wet my throat. Absolutely, Rozzy. Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, some people thought that perhaps Dawn shouldn't have went live after she had got out the first time. But ain't that what Brianna did after her weekend mugshot? Hmm? Tell the truth or shame the devil. Ain't it the exact thing that Brianna did? Oh, I'll take you one step further. She ain't even wait till she got home. Got fresh out in the car and went live. Yep. Yep. See, my memory be when I need to correlate some shit with some other shit, my memory be remembering. All right? It be remembering some things. It definitely do. And thank you, Rozzy, for the blessing. Thank you so much. And yes, if anybody would like to be a blessing on this live, this is a live of donations, not obligations. If you want to pour into my mustard seed, just because you like my commentary, and perhaps maybe you even like me. If it's in your heart, in your mind, it's most certainly in your pocket, and you would like to bless this live, please feel free to. You can also become a member just to show your token of love, as a monthly token of love. You know what I mean? Shout out to you guys. Whatever you like. All right. If you throw some gifts down there, I can't see them on StreamYard, but Mama 3 or one of my mods will definitely let me know if they are here. Love y'all. Now, so this here is how I feel when it comes to threats, when it comes to saying things or whatever. I feel like, and what's even worse is people will sit in a chat and literally talk down to someone else's actions while a whole nother disgusting action is going on in real time. In real time, and have no problem being present. Hey, Miss J. Jones, baby. I have no problem being what's the word I'm looking for? Present, you know? There is so much shit that has gone on that people have condoned, been there to laugh at, share the lives of, and all of that. That really, I mean, shit, it probably served everybody some justice to stop talking shit about shit that, they was once with. They don't even make it make sense. The same way that can't nobody around here no longer call people flip-floppers because everybody done flip-flop their asses left, right, and center. And not everybody, but you know. Most people around here who had problems with people getting to know other people's on other sides of the game had all the issues in the world. But everything be okay where everyone else find their reasons for wanting to do what they do. You heard me? See, this should be a learning experience, not a hateful one. All right? Only real motherfuckers understand where I'm coming from. Thank you, Cree, baby. Thank you for pouring into my mustard seed, sweetheart. Shout out to you and drive carefully. See, I'm not here as a way to condemn people. I'm here trying to open people's eyes that what good is one over the other? Huh? A lot of people don't like me because most of the time I make too much fucking sense, right? A lot of people don't like me because I make people look at themselves. Like I have had to, I've checked myself a few times at the motherfucking door. I ain't nothing perfect about me, but I damn sure know how to make it make sense. That much I do. I know that I think it's fake and it's phony. If you don't like somebody, just don't like them for whatever reasons led you not to like them. But, you know, all this extra shit to hold on to the beefs and all of that, you can't tear down some shit that you applauded from somebody else. You can't go on this side and be mad about somebody being, let me see, break room. Welcome to my world. The hate is real. The hate is real, really clear. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Like people literally will no longer like someone, and which is fine, right? It's fine to no longer get along with somebody you may have gotten along with before. All right? But what's not fine is for us to sit here and then everything that person do is shitty and fucked up, and someone else that you might be aligned with now, that shit gets overlooked. If it's bad to do over here, it should be bad to do over there. Let me see. Break room. You don't know me, but everything you saying is 100. Keep it real. Well, shout out to you, Miss Lolita. And you listen, welcome in. Welcome in. Everybody here is treated with love and kindness, you know? Straight like that. So we are very welcoming family over here. So feel free to take your shoes off and relax. Thank you, Miss Annette. Thank you so much, Sugar. You know I got nothing but love for you. Got nothing but love for you, baby. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Let me see. Excuse me. Giggly bush in full effect. Let me see. I'm trying to scroll up. Absolutely, Rozzy. Absolutely. The Fade did too with Miss White and AC. The Fade did what with Miss White and AC? Sorry, I'm scrolling back up. Miss J. Jones said, Tip, I'm so proud of you. You've been dropping some hell of a jewels here lately. Doing your shit. I see you, fam. Thank you, Miss J. Jones. And your support means a lot to me. All of you. Thank you so very much. Y'all kind words are the most valuable thing given here. Coming for me, I'm gonna come for you. Fuck around and find out. Always a bother itch, bothering others. Trash. I absolutely agree. Um, let me see. Let me see. I'm just trying to catch up on you guys' comments. Hey, sister gal. Oh, went live right after court. Got you. Got you. Have a good day at work too, sister gal. I'm glad you were able to stop by. Let me see. Let me see. I got you that the fade went live after court and all of that too. Yep. That. I mean, I'm just saying. You know, I'm just saying. Everything is all right. But one other person. I mean, people got to see this fucking train wreck. This repeated cycle. You know what I mean? I agree with everything you are putting down. Thank you so much, guys. Child D. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate the blessing. Break rule, you might be too real for some people. They won't be able to comprehend what you saying, girl. Rozzy, listen, it's been the story of my YouTube life, baby. But all I can do is be me. Hey, poo poo. Let me see. Making a mockery of court. Absolutely free. Absolutely. Hey, Nana. Welcome in, poo poo, Nana. Um, I'm hoping I didn't miss anybody. If you here and I miss calling your name, welcome, welcome, welcome. Shout out to you. And I'll catch you when I see you comment again. Um, there go my there go my songbird twin Sierra in the building. Let me see. People believe they are untouchable just because they haven't got caught yet. Absolutely, Miss Shirley. Tata, I love you, my GG baby. You got class today for work. Talk to you later. Okay, baby, and you have a great, great day at work. And you knock them classes out, Pookie. Love you. Need to hear your message. We'll receive it. Absolutely, Miss Rozzy. Absolutely. We don't have it no other way. All right. Hold on one second, guys. All right. Let me see. Yes, please hit the like button. If you haven't, perhaps you have forgotten. Please smack that like button for me, my loves. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Let me see. Break room. Hey, Miss Saya. She says break room. I respectfully disagree. When Bree went online after court, she was just celebrating being free. Don went on a rant threatening people. There's a difference. Actually, Miss Saya, now I have to disagree with that. Due to the fact that when Brianna wasn't just celebrating, Brianna was talking shit and gloating and things of that nature, and actually talking shit about her um husband's private area, hence why the daddy long leg thing had featured in that thing, or whatnot. But yeah, so respectfully, I accept your comment. I just have to respectfully disagree that um it was more than just a celebration. She was definitely throwing shots at her ex and calling him a shrimp and things of that nature, if I do happen to remember correctly. And you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe that's how that daddy long leg thing factored in, because she was talking about how Robert had a shrimp. Mm-hmm. Uh, Miss Annette says if anyone don't understand what Break Room is saying, it's slow as hell because everything she's saying has happened and true. Clock it. Hey everyone that's speaking. I'm not ignoring anyone. I'm braiding my daughter's hair right now. I apologize. Oh, no apologies necessary. We get it. We get how life has the life when it got a life. And shout out to your daughter. Do you got earphones in? Or is you listening to me out loud? Because if you listen to me out loud and I try to mind my mouth, y'all gotta let me know when the children and the parents are around. All right? Now, break room, respect the kids and my elders. You heard me? Now, I got a potty mouth, but I also have control. Let me see. Thank you, Miss Patrina. Hey, Miss Keita, baby. She didn't threaten nobody. She said match energy, mean press charges on the individual that felt it to be necessary to be paid to disclose private personal information. She was not happy to be free. She was dragging RH. That's what I remember. Taunting and antagonizing someone she just left flying. She just left flying claims on someone is not an innocent woman. Shaking my head. Hello, break room. Did you see my comment? I'm sorry if I missed it. I will try my best to. Oh, I see it now. When I came in 4 years ago, you had RH supporters and you had Bree supporters. Fade went in on Am and all hell broke loose, and it's been a war with us ever since. Child, ain't that the truth? Let me see here. Lord, her fans gonna windmill every time. Sometimes I wonder, are we all logging in on the same Vanilla Man's internet? I'm done. Failing. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. Okay, Bree was even talking about the court officers was laughing at RH in that live after she was locked up for the first time. Absolutely. 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 And I do very much so welcome respectful comments over here. Even if it's from people not aligned with me, like Miss Saya. I do not mind if people have a point of view because maybe with things like that we can have a better understanding. But I also do know that oftentimes when you do well, I don't know if it's fortunate or unfortunate, but oftentimes when you can rebuttal things, well, I guess the interesting thing is people will windmill for, Brianna and things of that nature. But what I do wish people would also do is when they do, or not even windmill, but maybe just have a comment that I be wanting to know how people feel when if a comment is rebuttal. That's what I wish that people would stick around for, not just to make a comment, but to let me know, okay, well, if I'm able to rebuttal what you're saying, now what is your thoughts? You know? And it also helps further, what I'm trying to point out here. If somebody is determined to just like somebody, a lot of times people are going to overlook when you point out their wrongdoings. They're going to either maybe go, silent on you or find something else or whatever the case may be. So sometimes I wish when we do engage with someone of opposite opinion that we stick around and see where that goes. Like, so having said that, same as when Dawn played the video of the live or whatever it was of Rihanna saying her daughter was going to be auntieless. I did not hear an outrage that Brianna deserves to be locked up because she gave Don the same energy. Or I don't even know which is first. A lot of people told me that Brianna's threat was first. Of course, I did not hear either threat in real time or alleged threats. So I have to call these things I didn't hear them in real time, but I did hear them. And I haven't heard anyone adjacent to her say that it's okay for hey Nook, good to see you. Be careful. Be careful, brother. I just it's almost like people will pretend that it didn't happen or wasn't said because they cannot ever call out the truth. If I rebuttal what you say, or if like with the case with Don, if people can say they heard Don allegedly do whatever it was they said she did, and other people say, "Well, I heard such and such also." Da 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 da. Where do we go from here? Why is it? It's sometimes it's just best to STFU, shut the fuck up. It's sometimes it's just best because if you gonna step out on a limb, like that's another thing. People out here are too busy trying to fight for someone. That listen, I fight with the truth. Okay, I fight with the truth. You know, um, she be right about everything, and that's how it is. Like you didn't hear an outrage behind her and Amora putting abuse on another man who didn't deserve it. They were fine with that. Why? Because the objective is not about doing right versus wrong. It's about supporting who you want to support, rather they are right or wrong. Point blank and period. It's about going along to get along. It's not about principle. It's not about people making mistakes but trying to do better. It's about, hey, this is where I stand, this is where it is, right? Whatever comes with that comes with that. If I stand over here, I gotta if I support this person, I gotta act like it's a problem with this person. If I support Brianna, I gotta act like it's a problem with LaTruth. If I support LaTruth, I gotta act like it's a problem with Brianna. I am one of the first people who brought neutral on the scene. One of the first who literally just stop fucking with them both, or I comment neutrally. If I see you doing something stupid, I'll comment on that. If I see you doing something stupid, I'll comment on that. I ain't discriminate. Why? Because you can't be a good media person if you getting too damn close to your subjects. You heard me? You can't really give the truth about any parties when you too busy trying to be their friend and be they, you people want to call him bro, call her sis, call her niece, call her this. I don't want to call them nothing but who they are. That's me. That's how I'm able to go live. And my media is not about feelings. When you giving the truth, see, only people that get mad at the truth, whether you talking about the truth or you talking about Brianna, are people who got their feelings in it. This shit ain't about feelings. This is content creation. You don't have to be on either side to comment about either one. I would rather not be attached to a side and be able to speak the truth when the truth needs to be spoken than to be attached to one side and can't say shit about the other. I gotta let everything you do slide. This I can't do that. That shit is weird. And it also takes away half your commentary. I can only speak on one person. I can only da da da. If I speak on you, they mean I don't like you. If I speak on you, they mean I don't like you. Listen, Linda, that shit is just a headache. To be fair, that's exactly how Don ended up in this situation, trying to be fair and hear both sides. Man, listen, Linda. Wow. Absolutely, Sierra. That's the difference. People aren't supporting the what makes sense about commentary. This is about commentary. This isn't about windmilling and acting like y'all we're at these people family reunions and stuff like that. That shit, when you really wake up, it's weird. You can support without all this extra shit. And to be quite honest, you don't really see people really doing a whole lot of regular supporting, like buying these people merchandise and spinning their songs and doing this things. Listen, when the whole internet was spinning, dropping low or whatever, it's because it was trending to do so. You don't hear nobody uh, you don't. I mean, these people got books. They got a whole lot of shit. Don't nobody be promoting none of that. That's what you call support. I don't want to claim to support shit except the truth. That's just me. All right. That's just me. I can support with my truth. Let me see. You know. And the truth is, in this season, and it's not about not, I don't like fucked up shit. Okay. I really, really don't. And I have tried to give this shit a chance on all parties. I've listened, I've heard, da 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 da. But to be honest, who dragged who the most on the internet? Was it Brianna that dragged LaTruth the most, or LaTruth that dragged Brianna the most? Huh? Hmm? Who dragged somebody's other person the most? Hmm? Did LaTruth drag Janelle the most, or did Brianna drag Amira the most? Make it make sense. Who really been in their feelings? It's crazy work. A lot of the supporters are supporting because they just don't like the person. Come on. So they team up with others. Come on. They don't like, come on, but have a mutual enemy in common. Come through. Hmm? Exactly, y'all. Exactly. Exactly. So you gotta make it make sense. Yet the whole time it was all about, oh, he missed Rihanna. He da 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 da. Huh? See, when you in your feelings, you move how old girl was doing. Hmm? Did y'all hear old boy dragging her anatomy? Or did you hear old girl dragging his anatomy? Hmm? Huh? Who dragged whose private personal areas? Hmm? Let me know. Let me know. Huh? Do you remember who dragged whose private area? Hmm? Because only salty motherfuckers do that. Only salty motherfuckers do that. Hmm? She dragged her husband all over the internet. She dragged the husband's new person all over the internet. She dragged her husband's private area. Oh, but we still acting like she is the innocent one in this. Huh? You know, another part of selective outrage is the same thing I told y'all before. The selective outrage that Brianna had on other people calling her kids ugly and turtles and this, that, and the third, but zero selective outrage for the person she wrenched, uh, uh, who helped her lie on another man. Birds of a feather gonna do what? Somebody drop it in the chat. Birds of a feather gonna do what? Hmm. Birds of a feather gonna do what? Help me out in the chat. Hmm. Come on through, Miss Keita. Come on through, Miss Denise. They gonna flock together. All right? They gonna flock together. Hmm. Hmm. Absolutely. Absolutely, Mr. Net. They gonna flock on together. That's why they lied together. See, Brianna already proved to this here internet that she is a liar. Okay? She already proved and discredited herself just like the Fade, because what they do, they lied together. Huh? What they do. They smiling in your face all the time. They want to take your place. Those backstabbers. Hey, Big D Motor Goat in the building. Shout out, broski. Welcome to the live stream. You heard me? Shout out. That's how they operate, y'all. They are liars. They came out here lying. What they lying for? What you gotta lie for, Craig? What you gotta lie for, Craig? Huh? You want us to believe your first story, but you come out here and lie on your second story. Well, now, I mean, I'm sorry, you discredit yourself as a truth teller, huh? This is why we can confirm that we don't have to believe the bullshit, because when the real bullshit was happening, you covered it up and you got Amora to help you with your lie. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. What y'all showed us with your non-integral asses is that you will lie on people for each other. Hmm? Hmm? Yep. Yep. They will lie. They will change the truth. They will manipulate things to make it look one way and it's actually another. Hmm. That's what they do. She ain't got no problem with Amora calling her babies ugly, but she wants to condemn RH supporters who have said exactly what, not even as harshly as Amora said it. Amora said she ain't even gonna look at them babies. How you gonna Brianna, if you ever meet the Fade, you not gonna be able to bring your children, all right? Because listen, Linda, all right? The one of them said that uh uh her Amora's right hand said that, Levette's child make her want to jump off of a cliff. All right. Amora said, Amora said that if your babies come out looking like Johnny Boy, she said, well, hell, I ain't even gonna look at them. Uh-huh. Is Amora able to look at the children now? I mean, do she come over there and hit the like button on your shorts and comment under your shorts when you're showing those said children? Is she over there supporting the children now? The children she said she would never look at if they came out looking like the baby father, all right? And according to my calculations, all right, and my observations, they most certainly look like the father. So I want to know, I mean, is that okay? I mean, you people are focused on the wrong shit, all right? It is clear that you people over there do not like babies, okay? It is clear, all right? That listen, babies and children besides your own makes you very uneasy, all right? According to Amora, they don't like ugly babies. According to Candid, they don't like loud children. Yeah. And according to Chandra, they also don't like unborn children as well. All right. So if you're looking for the sisterhood and you would like to join the sisterhood, then you are the type of people who must enjoy saying how ugly babies are. Okay, if they look like their father and their father happened to be Johnny Young. Okay. If you're going to be adjacent over there, then you have to enjoy listening to unborn children be drugged from the womb. Okay. If you want to be over there, you have to enjoy them attacking children's personal social media pages, because they don't like the parent. Okay. If you over there in the sisterhood, you have to be the type of person, that, drag other people's, homes and lifestyles and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? And, you have to pretend that you're rich. Okay. You have to pretend that, you're a group of people with a pool in your backyard that you rent instead of, just the one. Okay. All right. All right. And don't forget that it is a repeated thing when it comes to Chandra, who also drug my unborn children. Okay. The children I ain't even got yet. Drug them for filth. So they also drag future children, invisible children. They drag born children. Yes, 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 yes. To be a part of the sisterhood, you must drag children. That is what Brianna's coat represents. All right. All right. They are children draggers, okay? They will go hard to tell you how horrible you are for dragging an adult. But when it comes to kids, that there gets a full on pass, okay? Unless it is their own, okay? But otherwise, they don't care if they call you their sister or whatever, like they called Miss Levette their sister. But yeah, apparently her kid's so loud, it makes one want to, go on from here or whatever. That's just what they said. All right. Now they can't say I said it. That's what they said. Okay. I'm just telling you what I seen with my own eyes. All right. If you are adjacent in the sisterhood, oh, by the way, you can't just drag, children, of course. You also have to, drag people, out the grave as well. You have to drag folks out the grave as well, So it has to be a plethora of things, like people that get, unalived, like unfortunately what happened to Miss Romika. You have to mock their unalivings and things of that nature. If you want to survive over there, you have to do that. And you also have to be allegedly you gotta steal shit. All right. Everything you hear here is alleged. All right. It's for your entertainment purposes and your educational purposes. Okay. So yeah, you gotta drag children to be aligned with those people. All right. That's what you have to do. All right. And when women, have unfortunate, they go to glory or whatever, you have to also be able to mock them as well, fake call them or whatever the case may be. And you also have to be into thugs that are adjacent to other people's unalivings as well. You have to be able to welcome them into your home and serve them alcohol and things like that. But then you also have to serve thugs alcohol, and you also have to drag people for wanting to drink alcohol, and you have to do it simultaneously all at the same time. All right. Okay. Now, as we all caught up on how to get your spot into the alleged sisterhood, all right? You gotta know, you allegedly gotta know how to steal some shit, okay? You got to know how to steal some shit, take platforms away from children. You gotta know how to drag the unborn children, the living children, and the imaginary children. Oh, and don't forget, you also have to know how to blame other men for the crimes of another man, okay? Now, you might need to get you a trusty, dusty notebook and write down these things. And if you ever plan on being a sister in the sisterhood, all right? You're going to need this list, okay? You're going to also have to be, a person who comes for other people's luxuries while not having any, and live vicariously through other people's luxuries all at the same time. This is simultaneously. So make sure that word is also in your notes. You have to do all this shit simultaneously. Okay? All right? Are we gathered together on the list of notes? Oh, you also have to make sure that the content creator that you support is your God. You will have to leave the Lord and make your content creator your God. You will have to bring all of your tithes and offerings. You'll have to, you know, leave the church alone. You can still go, but you have to reserve all of your extras, your 10%. You have to reserve that for what will become your new gods. All right. You'll have a big God and a little God by the way of the fade and the thought. All right. That's the fade and the thought. All right. They will become your lords. Okay. All right. They will be the ones that you will, bow down to, you know what I mean, as the ones who will save you while leaving you out in the cold. You got to be prepared to love them like they're your savior, but also be left out in the cold if you do not follow the directions that I'm giving you. All right. You have to also be adjacent to some of the nastiest, most vile human beings possible and call yourself sophisticated. Okay. Now, make sure you taking notes because I'm moving kind of fast and I don't want to leave no future sisterhood members behind with what you're going to need to do. Okay. All right. You're going to also have to not do your homework on trips and things so you can, make sure that there's a big lump sum that is giving to your God through various trips and giveaways and raffles. Okay. And you'll also have to be prepared to purchase things that are raffled from people's kitchens and pantries. All right. Now, listen, if this is the time to sharpen your pencil and or switch pens if you are out of ink, all right? Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. You'll have to move swiftly. Oh, and listen, Linda, all right? Now, you'll also have to approve of some things as well. You'll have to approve of the fact that, it was LaTruth that was pining and missing Brianna, but it was Brianna that made sure that she can keep the man's stage name. You hear me? Stage name. She's so over him that not only did she want to always be attached to the Hampton name, but she also wanted to stay aligned with the married name. She wanted the name LaTruth to represent her throughout her life. Okay. So you're going to have to get used to the fact that Brianna still, very much so fought, like went through the personal lengths to make sure that she would be recognized as Mrs. LaTruth. Okay. All right. Now she though she went and tatted Jonelle's name on her, so she's doing different things, you have to approve of these things. You have to approve of, people tatting their abusers' names on their bodies. You're going to have to approve of people going and legally keeping themselves attached to their so-called abusers' names and things of that nature. There's just some things that you're going to have to get used to if you're going to be in the sisterhood. All right. It's just, listen. Now, I don't make the rules. All right. Just because I know the rules, I have nothing to do with who came up with the rules. All right. Now, she's not going to turn the name loose, fam. She's not going to do it. She's not going to do it. You heard me? So, I'm just trying to tell the people what it takes. Oh yes, oh yes. And then some other things you're gonna have to do. All right, turn the page. You're gonna need a clean sheet of paper. You're also going to have to big up someone else's life constantly by way of the fade. And Brianna, you are going to have to constantly big up their lives and pay for their lifestyles by way of being a supporter. You are also going to have to live beneath their means so they can live better than you. All right. Now make sure you put that at the top of this new piece of paper. You are going to have to invest constantly for them to live better than you. All right. It is dire that you live below their means so they can live above your means. All right. It's very important. All right. And as some friends in my chat said, you have to be subject to background checks, and that will include joining any of their back end groups. You'll have to do that in your real government name. Okay. And they will, the private eye will run a full background check on you. I don't know how that works, especially due to the fact that, the Fade has let a 5-time felon attached to an unaliving in her home and serve them alcohol and purchase them food and, entertain them and all. I don't know why you have to go through the background checks or whatever, because it seems that it is boosters and fraudulent behaviors and all sorts of things allowed there. So I think they run your background, and you won't get in if you do not have an extensive background. I cannot be for sure. Or whatever. I have to get my trusty handbook if I still have it. But yes. Cousin TC, I love you, sugar. Shout out to you, baby girl. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think if your rap sheet isn't long enough or whatever, amongst all the other list of things I gave you, you can't just have one of these things on the list or two of them. All right. You can't just be somebody and think you're going to get in the sisterhood by just like boosting or, robbing Peter to pay Paul or, things of that nature. You have to at least have like you got to be able to do at least a handful of these things. You're going to have to be able to not just lie, but you're going to have to be able to steal. All right. Lock the door. Lock the door. TC, did you put a lock on the door when you came in here with your master key? Now, lock the door. Put a lock on it. Okay. They be stealing. Now, and by the way, if you guys would like to help me reach 10 super stickers, I am just simply 4 away. If you would like to be so kind to, help your girl reach some type of a goal. Okay, around here, we don't really set goals, but if we just feel it in the air, you never know. You know what I'm saying? It might just be that day. You heard me? But shout out. You bolted it. Okay, cuz. Okay. Okay. Good deal. Good deal. Good deal. Good deal. But yes, 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 yes. Oh, and don't forget, Ebony, get in here. You got in here just in time. You got in here just in time. We was in here relocking the doors. Sis, you slid in here just in time because they be stealing. Okay. Shout out to you, Ebony. Shout out. Shout out. Welcome, 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 sugar, sugar. One other thing that you are going to have to do, all right? You're going to have to know how to scam people, all right? You're going to have to know different ways of scamming, all right? Now, one of the biggest scam and heist around here, it made somebody come up short around this motherfucker. We ain't seen them since, all right? Now, a lot of shit get real over there. The lies get real. They'll tell 10 of them on you in one motherfucking day. Hell, I don't know how Big Rig didn't last over there because that motherfucker show can't tell them, huh? But that's a story for a different day. You hear me? Every now and then I slide them in when I feel like just fucking sliding them in. Who gonna check me? Now, back to the lecture at hand. You're gonna have to know how to scam some motherfuckers, all right? Now, true indeed, we ain't seen Anna since, okay? We ain't seen Anna since one of the biggest scams, biggest heist of this here internet. And by the grace of goodness, ain't had nothing to do with me. Now, listen, you gotta watch out for them folks that ain't got backgrounds. You gotta watch out for them now, because people that ain't got some heavy backgrounds, listen, they sure do pop up with a lot of motherfucking criminals. Do you hear me? You gotta watch out for them now. Some people really smart and they get the criminals to do the criminal shit. You hear me? All right. Now some of them keep their hands clean, but you gotta watch them. They all be stealing. Okay. Brother Allen is in the building. I see Brother Allen name, even though I don't see Brother Allen. Let me see. Brother Allen, are you in here? If you are, hey bro, hey, there you go. Hey bro, good to see you. They be stealing. Allen, did you lock the door? Did you lock the door? All my master key holders, make sure when you let the family in, y'all putting locks on the door. Now, Brother Allen, did you vote the door back? They be stealing. Thank you, Ebony. Thank you so much for helping me get to my goal. I am just 3 away. Shout out. Thank you so very much. You have to be book smart, but it can't come with common sense. Oh, that's a big one. That's a big one. That's a big one. That's a big one right there, Ash. You have to be book smart, all right? Or at least pretend to be. You have to either have real degrees or pretend degrees. It's completely up to you. But you got to have something to prove it, even if it's not in your brain, all right? Now, even though I've seen more intelligent, self-educated motherfuckers around here than I've seen in degree holders. But listen, Linda, that's a story of a different day. All right. Not all the way, but some of the way. I have indeed. But yes, Ashley makes a good point. You got to have some type of proof of book smarts, but you can be lacking in the common sense area. All right. You can, in fact, lack in the common sense area. All right. That seems to be okay over there. Heart of Gold, thank you so much for blessing this live. Thank you so much for pouring into my mustard seed. And shout out, because both of those were even the color of mustard. You heard me? Shout out. Thank you so much, loves. Thank you so much for the mustard colored supers. You hear me? Come on in maroon. Ah, see over here, it's book sense and common sense and street sense. You better say it, baby. It's all three of them. You heard me? We like to deal with book sense, common sense, and street sense, which I am the epitome of. You hear me? Listen, Linda. But I tell you, like a good person once told me, I would rather, now I'd rather have it all, okay? I'd rather have a whole lot of all three of that, right? But I'm going to tell you one thing. Book smarts, book sense will help you get to the money, but common sense gonna help you keep it. You heard me? See, with common sense, you can get to the money and keep it. You heard me? With street sense, you can get to the money and keep it. But I'd rather know how to get to the money and how to keep it. You heard me? You need some common sense not to be tricked out your drawers. You heard me? Let me tell you. There's been a lot of rich mofos got connected with the wrong people. You heard me? Fell flat on their face. Yeah. Yeah. Did I say hey to you, Golden Girl? Shout out to you, baby. Welcome, welcome, welcome. But yes, y'all. Yes, indeed. That is where we at with it. And another thing of hypocrisy. Another thing of hypocrisy. Don't listen. There is a lot of people that talk a good game on this here internet. There's a lot of people that know a humble word or two. But it is funny to me how people can sit one place and be pretend to be humble and sit in another place and pretend to be arrogant. I don't understand that. All right? I don't understand that. Y'all know I'm good for the and another thing. You know what? I think my channel should have been named and another thing. Maybe I'll make me a channel called and another thing because I don't see. Thank you so much, brother Allen. I am one away from my goal. Thank you for pouring into my mustard seed, brother Allen. I love you the long way. And you know this. I don't understand how people can, in one breath, be humble and in another breath, be arrogant. I don't get that. I don't get that at all. All right. My thing is pick a struggle and stay there. Either be arrogant or be humble. But mixing the two, it just doesn't work. Okay. Because it is so, thank you so much, Ebony. Thank you, love. Thank you. I'll probably be over there today too, as a matter of fact. But people have to pick a struggle. Either you gonna be out here acting like a rich bitch and an arrogant motherfucker, or you're not. Okay? But the it just behooves me how people can tear down other people's lives and way of living in one breath. But then, like, I don't understand how people can tear down in one breath, but in the next breath, building somebody up for the same thing we tear somebody else down for. I don't get that. I don't understand how we can big somebody up or want people to be jealous of someone who has a let's just keep it 1,000 real quick. Let's just keep it 1,000. All right. Everybody on this beautiful earth, there is so many people who are fighting homelessness right now. Okay. I ain't talking about this sector. I'm talking about in the world. There is so much homelessness out here that people in this economy, all right, in this economy, to stay above, this is why people are, robbing Peter to pay Paul. This is why people are working their fingers down to the bone and some more shit. This is why, because everyone is walking around here acting like they live in a life of luxury, right? But listen, everybody has different routes in their life, okay? Different routes in their life. Before we go and anybody be jealous over what somebody else have, first of all, you got to know what people have to do to get what they got. All right? Some people steal to get what they have, huh? Some people steal and become thieves to get what they got, right? Whether they are thieves on a low end or thieves on a high end. Some people take to get to where they got. Some people manipulate others to get what they got. Some people work hard, save, and make good decisions to get what they got. Some people inherit things to get what they got. Some people marry well to get what they got. Some people sacrifice to get what they got. No matter how you got what you got, your story is your story. But to not know other people's story, right? To sit here, see, I can't get with it, all right? I can't relate to that type shit, right? I can't relate to that type of shit, okay? Because I don't give a fuck who out here on this here internet, whether it's yourself or if it's a cousin, if it's a sibling, or if it was your parents back in the day. Listen, there ain't a family that's on this internet that have not had to witness someone close to them come through hardships or struggle. Not everybody in your family living in the lap of luxuries. Not everybody in your family off drugs. Not everybody in your family out of jail. Cut it the fuck out. See, let me tell you something. So many people's secrets and skeletons come out the closet because so many people run around here acting like they never had none. Some people act like they never had hardships, never had to help somebody get out of jail in their family, never had to help somebody with a bill or something in their family. People sit here and really be on this internet trying to fake it until they motherfucking make it. And that shit is sad and sickening. How just to prove a point on the internet, we will sit here and degrade and this, that, and the third, and blah, 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 blah. Listen, Linda, I wouldn't give a fuck if listen, baby. I'm proud of the house I'm in. I'm proud of the shack my grandparents passed down to me and my siblings. I am proud of every piece of land passed down in my family. I am proud of every marking, that somebody worked hard to get, in the very different lifestyles and generations and things that our ancestors and people have had to go through to get what they got. And you got sleaze, ball ass, Hasidity faking ass women around here tearing down all that they can tear down. Why? Because it's fake and it's phony. Because it ain't that listen, motherfuckers ain't on here keeping it real. All right. That's why, You don't know what type of hardships anybody's families or how hard people's families have worked for whatever piece of land they own, while people out here praising people's rental properties, while people out here praising somebody's rented pools and praising this, that, and the third. Listen, Linda. See, I aspire to be like my ancestors. You heard me? Listen, you can't sit here and tear down even if you are renting. Ain't nothing wrong with renting or any of that, right? See, me, I only talk about what my, my shit or whatever the case may be when somebody is trying to tear this down or tear that down or think they can embarrass you with this, that, and the third or whatever. Baby, I'd rather own a shack on good land, all right? I'd rather own a shack on good land amongst many other things, than sit here and have nothing in life to call my own but a motherfucking channel. You heard me? That's crazy work. How people will tear down shit that people own, can't be kicked out of, ain't got no landlord wishing they didn't even rent they shit out to. Some of these people, listen, and the reason why I'm bringing this up because it show you how people go along to get along. People will go out here and act like it is more better to be out here trying to gloat for the internet and this, that, and the third. But when it comes down to it, really ain't got shit. And it's people out here that got shit that had to motherfucking damn get it in a way I would not want to. You heard me? See, some of y'all act like Listen, if you ain't went through no hardships or witnessed no one that you care about going through no hardships, then let me just tell you, I don't care how good your life is now. I don't give no type of craps. Just keep on living. Hmm? Just keep on living. That's what my ancestors would tell you, huh? If you ain't never felt it in your life, if you've never had to feel unshakable, unspeakable grief, keep on living, right? While you sit in these on this internet and don't even have a care for human life because it's more important to impress somebody next to you. When some of y'all know deep down inside you struggled because of your mouth and your words on this internet. You have lost something because of what you had to pretend you didn't care about. Some people get on this internet and say things that they got to get off and pray that they do not find karma or they do not have to feel the effects of the things that they have caused. Because when they get off of this thing, it's a different type of feeling that they have. It's a lot of people log off and can't sleep because of the shame that they feel. It's a lot of people that come on here and because they don't have their life together, they can sit in these audiences and blend in with the rest of the crowd saying, oh, they're not like us. Oh, they're not like us. They will sit and applaud Amora while she sits on her mountaintop saying they're not like us. You more like your fucking op than she wants you to believe, She wants you to sit over there and pour into her for y'all not to be like her, and call it us. See, only a goofy motherfucker with no common sense and only book smart. Listen, Linda, can't catch what the fuck I'm putting down. You heard me? If you can't catch what I'm putting down, listen, Linda, you might need to get some experiences in some other areas in your damn life. You heard me? See, y'all the type of people that'll let somebody sit on their high horse while you shine the horse's shoes. You heard me? They're horse's shoes, and you don't even know when you're down on your knees, because you feel a part of something, because you know you're not down on your knees by yourself. You know there's a sister Martha down on her knees shining one of the horse's shoes too. You know there's a sister Melba over here down on her knees shining one of the horse's shoes too. So as long as you're not alone down on your knees shining the horse's shoes, you don't mind looking high while somebody that ain't God looks low down to you, because they dress it up in words like us, they, we, them, because they use group words, but you ain't living a group life. Some of y'all clapping for that shit and barely can get off of somebody else's couch. You're not fooling me, you fooling your motherfucking self. Y'all show up in these chats to make your own life feel better, to live vicariously through somebody else's fake ass, somebody else's fake smile, somebody else's motherfucking rented place, this, that, and the motherfucking third, You got your priorities fucked up. See, y'all clap for the wrong shit. Y'all clap for shit that listen, Linda, keeping up with that shit, I have half of y'all in debt and you'll be running from bills like everybody else. You heard me? You will be running from priorities like everyone else. And anybody running around here gloating about a motherfucking thing they got should not be in debt with nobody. I do mean no body. Do you hear me? If you throwing up how fancy your life is and this, that, and the motherfucking third, you shouldn't owe a motherfucker out here. And I mean not a single bill or a single person. If you've been out here clapping for how much money and how great somebody else living, but no, you got to beg, borrow, and steal to get it, you might want to shut the fuck up and go sit in the nearest corner and stop acting like you got it like that. Stop acting like you ain't one of the ones that your own people shaming. Come on, you might be sitting in the room with a motherfucker shaming you, but you still getting put to shame. Grow the fuck up and catch up with me now, because I be moving fast sometimes. All right, let me wet my throat. And while I wet my throat, if anybody want to help me get to my last, don't got to be the last, but if you want to help me meet my goal, that's perfectly fine. If not, I'm grateful that you are here, which is most important. Put a put a shout, if you all you got is to shout me out, let that be first. You heard me? Listen, we all in this shit together. But I am close to my goal, and I know it's one more mustard seed out there that's gonna help me reach it. You heard me? Cause I believes in me. All right. Now I'm gonna put y'all on pause real quick while I drink me a little motherfucking tea. You heard me? KG, why you laughing at me, girl? Oh man. Y'all so cute. Y'all so cute or whatever. Y'all so cute or whatever. I think it was meant for me to be in this sector. I've learned a lot being here for 3 years and 1 year in a few months. And 1 year and a few months in the Romika sector. Absolutely, Ebony. And I agree. You know, I agree, Ebony. I learned a lot too. I actually, sidebar, learned a lot about myself. That there are things I've said that I personally ain't happy that I've had to say things or whatever, but I am glad that I kept standards about myself. I am God drinking tea and clocking it at the same time. Tip, go ahead with your bad self. Okay, you picked up what I'm putting down. You call that I'm drinking tea in real life and I'm pouring that shit out in the same damn time. You clock that. Oh man. So mommy is funny break room child. Yes, she is. I love me some K Jizzle. Yes, I do. I never told KG this, but I like KG's voice too. I like KG's voice too. Um, I'm done. Oh, thank you, Miss Eugene. You know I love me some you girl. Yeah, I know I'm being funny with the girl. Yeah, I know y'all are beautiful, intelligent, lovely ladies. Thank you so much. And gentlemen, thank you so much. I was about to tell y'all a piece of a story and laughing at KG and Ebony. I don't forgot what it was. Oh, I was talking about what I learned. Okay, I think I can reel it back. Some things that I learned. I learned a lot about myself. I learned that, I am glad that everything that I've done, whether right, wrong, or indifferent, one of the biggest things I carry with me is that I have never moved maliciously or without knowing my intentions and having my intentions in the right place. Um I am happy and proud of who I am. I am thankful to have stayed who I am before YouTube. I am thankful to have remained that person during my time, and I have everything in me that says, if and when my YouTube, situation ever, comes to a halt here or whatever, as I get older or whatever, if I no longer am interested, whatever the case may be, I'm going to leave here myself. That's the most important thing to me. Is I remember the talk I had with myself when I came here. That I will be unapologetically who I am. I will come on here knowing who I am so no one could tear down that person. I will come on here having embraced every part of me in my life, my marriage, my home, my husband, my family. Super proud of where I come from, where I am in life. and where I'm going, So I am glad that I did not fail myself with the conversation I had with myself, and to keep my character intact, the best way that I know how, and to not lose sight of my purpose, even through the roasting, the straightening. Everything has to come with purpose with me, even if I'm cussing somebody out. It can't just be random, this, that, and the third. Everything I do, whether it's agreed with or not, I know my intentions with it, and I'm thankful to not have malicious intent for anyone, op or not. I'm thankful to not be a vengeful person, even if I've had moments where I have wanted to do certain things. Granted. Thank you so much. Thank you, Miss Tanya. Thank you so much. Thank you, Brother Allen. That means everything to me. Thank y'all so much for blessing my mustard seed. It means the world to me. Um, I I really appreciate you guys. Thank y'all so much, and blessings to each and every one of you. Um, I am grateful that I never let myself be swayed to like people or not like people, or be choosy like that or whatever. If I stood with you, I stood with you until my reasons alone not to. Um um I really I learned a lot about myself, that I am as strong as I um thought I was, as I think I am, you know what I'm saying? So staying spiritually intact was also very important to me. Most of my adult life, I have had a potty mouth, or whatever. It has not deterred me from, everybody has flaws and things like that. We are imperfect people, whether you have imperfect words or perfect thoughts or whatever it is. There's nobody, no matter how much you praise God, love God, nobody is perfect, nothing is perfect. Um, so with that being said, um, I I'm glad to know I didn't become a worse person. I kept my things as, I'll roast and little stuff like that. I came on here a roaster. I remained a roaster. I am thankful to not have been around here dragging people to hell, and making people laugh more than I made people say, damn, she ain't shit. She this, that, and the third. I'm thankful to have never doxed anyone. Um, Never dragged anybody's children, never dragged anybody's parents. I am thankful to never have called anybody's family, never had to, call the police and try to get press charges and do all this crazy shit with for anyone, or this, that, and the third, or whatever. I am thankful that out of these years, I maintain being exactly who the hell I am. You know what I'm saying? And that's on the set. That's what I learned. I learned that I can double down on I am who I am. And I'm proud of that. I'm proud I never let nobody dim my smile. There's times where yes, there's things that have been said that were upsetting. We're all human. You know what I'm saying? When you first hear things, yeah, I'm human. Some things did have some shock value, like, whoa, what? But I am thankful that I'm a person who's so balanced in who I am and level headed, that once you understand the game, you know how to play it, and then you also know how to win. So it all starts with you. That's what I learned dealing with YouTube. I learned that at the end of the day, your outcome and all of this stuff, it's going to start with you. If it's one thing for people to treat you a certain way, but it's another thing to make sure you never become that way. You heard me? People can people can try to ostracize you. I learned that when you're a person who in real life, I enjoy my own company. In real life, outside of family and very close friends, I'm not a big on You know what I'm saying? A whole lot of people that ain't my trusted, my family, 20 years or a lifetime with me. You know what I'm saying? This is about the most groupie I've been as far as, getting aligned with multiple women and stuff like that. That is not how I roll. You know what I'm saying? I even have friends that hang out with big girl circles and stuff. Now I'm a girl's girl, I love my ladies. But I'll tell you, in my real life, I outside of my sisters and mother, my family and stuff like that, my true besties and all of that, I don't have a bunch of people in my face, in and out my house. And I do family trips. I don't do a whole lot of friend circle trips, none of that. All right. You listen, Linda, I just don't. So when you're a person who enjoys your own company and where isolation is not loneliness or whatever. Like I've had a whole lot of isolation and ostracizing on YouTube. And it never made me uncomfortable because I enjoy when my chats are big and I enjoy when my chats are small. I don't be caring. You know what I'm saying? I just don't. I enjoy when I have a lot of people in my house visiting for get-togethers, and I enjoy having no one in my house for no reason. I'm just one of those people. You know, I enjoy solitude when I'm a person who loves it. I don't have to crave it because I give it to myself. I married a person who we are equal in that. We like enjoying people when we want to enjoy people, and when we don't, we like having our little honeycomb nest where we can shut out the world. So I'm no different on YouTube, you know, because I also believe in quality over quantity. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people can't handle that. They're defined by who shows up for them on the internet. Baby, I'm defined by who shows up for me in real life, real time. You heard me? There she go. What's up, internet sister? Jay Kizzle in the bizzle. How you doing, boo? Hey, um you ain't seen me. I've been watching you while I've been doing things like cooking and stuff like that. But I've been in your bushes smacking that like button. You heard me? Well, actually I did come down one time, but you was on a phone call, so I don't know if you seen me. But shout out to you, baby. I've been catching the lives, hitting the replays, and smacking that like button. You heard me? Shout out to you. And I will say this also while I have you here, because I done spoke on lifestyles. And that's something I was over here speaking on. I want you to know that one thing I'm over here preaching about is how everybody's lifestyle is their lifestyle. It's however anybody um shapes their world, right? That does not make anybody's world less than, more than, this, that, or the third. It makes it the world for you. You heard me? And this goes out to all my sisters and brothers, right? Whatever your choices is that works out for I remember when old girl, this is a prime example. Um I- what was my girl name? Marlo on Housewives of Atlanta. Marlo was a fashionista. Thank you so much, sweetheart, for the blessing. Um, thank you so much, that one. Hold up, y'all. I'm accidentally hitting buttons and stuff. Hold on. Marlo was a fashionista, right? Is anybody in here familiar with Marlo from Housewives of Atlanta? She used to be good friends with Nene Leakes. Y'all remember Marlo? Well, if you don't, I do. Marlo was a good friend of Nene Leakes, or whatnot. Marlo loved her fashions. She didn't care what nobody felt about it. What one thing about it, Marlo stuck out to me for this reason. First of all, I love fashions. All right. Most of the time when y'all see me, if I'm not out and about, then y'all know I love color. I love fat. Like, listen, Linda. Most of the time when y'all see me, I'm at home chilling. Right. Half the time when I'm in pajamas, people think I'm in regular clothes when I'm in just kicking shit. You know what I mean? However, but I absolutely, and I got to give y'all a wardrobe tour one day. I've been promising that, but this ain't for nothing. This just part of who I am, right? So I was, you know, I dug Marlo's character because for one, she loved fashion. She was unapologetic about it. She hey Miss Hill, welcome back, my love. She was unapologetic about how she lived. She loved to, you know, just do her thing. Well, I remember when they gave Marlo, thank you so much, Miss Hill. Thank y'all so much for pouring into me. I remember when they gave Marlo a hard time one time when she was, excuse me, arguing with one of the ladies, and they was getting on her because she lived in a very nice condo or whatever. Now, Marlo, when explaining this, Marlo, it reminded me of this saga, right? Because Marlo, she would always say how, listen, Linda, I'm a single woman. I don't have kids. I think Marlo had some small dogs or something that she kept dressed up or whatever, if I'm not mistaken. I think that one, you are so funny. Marlo lived in her condo. And when they were talking about how she has all this money, I think Marlo drove what, a Ashton Martin or a Bentley or something like that. She had a very, very nice vehicle. And she just was a woman of the world. She just did her thing. Marlo liked to travel, and she kind of actually reminded me a lot of myself in some ways, as far as loving fashion, loving to be able to just go when you want to go. You know what I'm saying? That was a big part too of me not rushing into or really tripping about kids and stuff, because I lived a life where I enjoyed going where I wanted to go, doing what I wanted to do. And I was, like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I like to just do my thing or whatever. I wasn't really, you know, into that. Wasn't where my life was about traveling and enjoying marriage and this, that, and the third or whatever. That was just me personally, right? This just goes to also show you how people judge people's lifestyles without even knowing what people want for their own life. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody want the same things. Marlo did not want to worry about cutting grass and having no big she did not want to have to worry about, you got to get roofs fixed, you got to get water heaters fixed, you got to get, update things, stuff like that. She didn't want that burden. You know what I'm saying? She enjoyed having all that stuff taken care of. You ain't got to worry about hiring landscapers and doing this and doing that, right? That's where her money came from. Scorpio, you so crazy. Now, the interesting thing is, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Because again, that was her, her lifestyle that she was proud to have. Now, it's very different when you are acting like you a Hasididi businesswoman, but you tricking off or whatever. Hey, DM Show, how you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's good to see you, King. My point is not how she got her luxury. It's about the fact that that is the lifestyle that she wanted. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is people choose sometimes you gotta, deal with the hand that you dealt. But hold on. Okay. Oh, babe, I want some a bag of jalapeno Cheetos too. Let me see. I'm glad you're doing good. Um, Sorry, y'all. My husband had asked me if I needed something from the store. But yeah, my point is just with that is that some people live the lifestyle that they want to live. You know what I mean? If people want to rent because of whatever the everybody who's renting don't mean they don't have money. It doesn't mean they're not saving to own or this, that, and the third. Some people and also people will if you smart, if you're not already rich, and like you said, I love them too, Scorpio. If you smart and you not living in a lap of luxury and this, that, and the third type of thing where you have to actually save for what you want, this, that, and the third. Well, people sit around and they like gloat about these high-end rental properties when, you have some people that live in smaller homes, so they don't have to rent a high-end rental property. They can own a high-end rental property. You know what I mean? Excuse me. They can own a nice place instead of renting. People have different ways of life. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't make one one person's life because they're where they at. You know what I'm saying? Some people will sacrifice having less bedrooms so they can save up, they can have low rent so they can save for a bigger vision. You know what I mean? So, I just feel like people should, you know, leave people like lifestyles alone. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's things come differently and they come at different times. You know what I'm saying? Just because somebody might not be where you are don't mean they not getting there, you know? I personally think it is just way too much. Everybody thinking everybody's life is supposed to be the same. I don't get that. Like everybody doesn't have to own. There's some people who don't ever want to own because they like to travel. They like to experience different places and not really root themselves to one particular place, So I just say that because it's just it be a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot where everybody knows they don't live the same, but on this internet everybody treats it like the only way to look successful is if you have a pool in your backyard, or the only way to be successful is if you have way more room than you need. Do y'all know there is rich people who live in modest homes that might be a quarter million or whatever the case may be, that used to live in uh $1 million and $2 million homes, but once they kids move or whatever, they you know they buy smaller homes. Do y'all know people, I'm just saying, there's people out here with buku money that might have a modest home here, might have a beach home there, have a home in the mountains there. You don't know nobody's lifestyle just because you know how to Google or whatever. And that's just that on that. So I don't understand this lifestyle thing on why everybody has to live the same, have the same. I don't get why everybody has to act like, it's just weird. Just nitpick and nitpick and nitpick. Don't even have the courage to literally come online like how a person like me, I come online, deck the hell. I can come on here, cut this camera right now on, dripping in diamonds right now. Diamonds and gold. I can come on this camera right now, dripping in Christian Dior. That should not be necessary to prove a point. Why? I'm not sitting around my house when I'm just lounging, sitting around in this, that, and the motherfucking third. When I'm sitting around the house more often, I'm in some type of cute pajama set, some cute stretch pants, a cute little fitted t-shirt, chilling. I might be in a cute little uh uh dress or whatever the case may be. I'm not clicking on live knowing I've been home all day. It's raining outside. I ain't doing much and I gotta come on here and act like, I gotta drip this and drip that and put on all my jewelry and for the fuck what? To impress the fuck who? I got my mans. The fuck I'm gonna come on here and trying to impress a bunch of people. Folk, the fuck? Why I gotta act like when I go out, the only place that I go eat at is if I gotta spend, me and my husband gotta spend $250 or $400 or this, that, and the third. Hell no. What the fuck am I out here trying to impress motherfuckers out here with my belly? If I got the taste for some $20 motherfucking wings, I'm going to get me some $20 motherfucking wings. You heard me? See, this type of shit I can't get with. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, and if a person want to have their food catered every single day, that's their prerogative. If somebody want to go and whatever, that's on. I don't understand why other people throw other people lifestyles and this, that, and the third though in other people's faces. Now that's what I can't get with. Now if you talking about your lifestyle because a person coming down on yours or whatever, that's different. But it be the supporters and it be the people in the chats that know that that's not their lifestyle for me. Okay, that's what the problem I have. People knowing damn well they go pull their ass up at Chipotle, Chick-fil-A, and whatever else. It's called fake and phony. That's called fake and phony. See, these people, type of people that showboat, they don't want to show you out, show themselves on a little cute date night or whatever if they not sitting here with Japanese flowers in their plates and this, that, and the third. Ain't nobody got time for that shit. It's about enjoying the company you with and your experience. The fuck? The only time you can experience enjoying a date night is if somebody's spending $500 a night. Hell no. I enjoy date night with my husband going bowling, eating some chicken wings and shit. Whatever the fuck else. The same way I enjoy going somewhere, Hasadidi or whatever people call Hasadidi and this, that, and the third, but absolutely not. See, I'm not one of them. I go eat at all of them. I go, listen, Linda, I go eat at Chick-fil-A. I go eat at TGI Fridays. I will go fucking eat at I'm trying to think of franchise places we're all familiar with. I go eat at Ruth Chris. I go eat at where the fuck ever. You heard me? And enjoy myself. I eat at Chili's. I eat at damn Ruby Tuesdays. I will eat wherever. Longhorn, Roadhouse, you name it. Sometime I might go enjoy some soup salad and motherfucking bread at Olive Garden if that's the fuck I want to do. Ain't nobody out here living to impress somebody who ain't fucking feeding or financing you. Half the internet running around here shopping off Amazon, Sheen, and Temu. But let everybody tell it, everybody shopping on Rodeo Drive. These are a whole bunch of Rodeo Drive people. You heard me? Baby, I'm on Rodeo and Sheen. LV person's online next to you and they come on now. You better talk about it, Ashley. You better talk about it. You better talk about why my LV Louis Vuitton pictures got put the fuck up because when I was minding my business with my audience, not gloating about shit that's normal in my motherfucking damn life, yeah, people had a problem with it. You see that? You see it? You see that? How it was just a regular day for me with my Louis slides and my Louis LV. But you see how when you got haters hating, whether my shit was fake or not became their issue. Huh? But then if you put 8 of them bitches up in a picture, you're gloating, huh? If you, I mean, I'm just saying, you don't leave a person alone when they just randomly chilling with one of they Louis, but then you talk all your shit and then it's gloating or motherfucking whatever when you are, when you show, well, I mean, shit. If you want to look up this one, you might as well look up the other 8. Hell, then I found another one the other day I forgot all about. One of my Louis clutches. Child, listen, I got about 10 of them things. You heard me? Some bought, some gifted, all kinds of wonderful things. You wouldn't have known about 8 of them if you would have left one of them the fuck alone. Mm-hmm. You heard me? That's all I'm saying. Cause why? That type of shit don't matter to me. You shouldn't notice me with a Louis bag no more than you should notice me with a $20 motherfucking regular ass clutch off of fucking Amazon. You shouldn't care. Long as I'm chilling how I be chilling. Thank you. The purse I carry purses every damn day. The one I just so happen to have that day, which I carry different types of, I mean, I only have 250 of them. I mean, everybody and their mama know I love bags. I mean, hello. Everybody got their thing. Some people shoe people, some people heel people, some people boot people, some people collect antique candlesticks, some people whatever. I happen to be love bags and sneakers. God damn. You shouldn't even be noticing what the fuck. You shouldn't even be paying me that much attention that you even worried about what type of bag that I'm carrying. That's the crazy part about it. You shouldn't even be concerned. The fuck? And then only jealousy claims that somebody's shit is fake when you don't know that. And it's quite clear, listen, Linda, that the same motherfuckers who was hollering my shit fake wasn't hollering that when they was over here and fucked with me when I was in the sisterhood. Yeah, and I did my purse bag collection. You didn't hear them screaming my collection was fake. You didn't hear them doing it, but once you become an enemy, yo shit fake, yo this, show that, you don't get the fuck out my face and go run these other 8 Louis bags through Google. Give you something to do. I got enough Louis bags to keep Googling bitches busy. And I did them a favor and put all the names of them up there to make their searches and shit easier. Mm-hmm. Yes, honey. Then they get mad. They get mad when they can't prove you wrong. Oh, my bag fake because you said it. Oh, my bag fake because you don't like me. Oh, okay. 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 My bad. Now I know. The nerve. It sure do. Most things you can find uh on eBay. It's just like when I did my sneaker thing. None of that shit don't matter to me. You heard me? Y'all know I got sneakers that I only wear once a year. I got a pair of $500 J's sitting in my face right now that y'all have seen. If you haven't, I'll post them for you if you like. But however, matter of fact, I do you one better. I do you one better. I do you one better. Honey bunny, is that you? I do you one better. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Move, boy. You right here. You right here. Google these and tell me what they tell you. Google these right here. Take a picture. Take a motherfucking picture and tell me how much these are. Tell me how much these are. Take a motherfucking picture. Run them through your Google. Run them through your Google. R- Come here. Run them through your Google. Mm-hmm. Run them through your Google right there. Them right there, brand new, is $500 when I purchased them. When I purchased those, they were $500. You couldn't even find them used on eBay for less than $450. You heard me? That's just a pair of J's right there. That's just a pair of J's. You can't even get them on eBay. And let's say, I mean, shit. If somebody hurting, and need money fast, they might, you might can get them for about 250. I guess I would never sell mine for that. I ain't selling mine for less than 4 if I ever sell them. But if you go Google them right now, them motherfuckers is $500 fresh out the motherfucking store when I bought them motherfuckers. You hear me? And you ain't gonna find them for less than 450 in pristine condition. Used but pristine. Ain't nobody letting they shit go for less than 450. I'm just telling you. Huh? Shit like that. But you don't see me on the internet. I don't even think the internet ever seen them. I done posted a pic, but I don't come on online like, look at my fit. Look what I got. Look at the da 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 da. That's just one pair of sneakers. 500 motherfucking damn dollars. And they J's. They not Balenciagas or this, that, and the third. They just J's. That shit, man, listen. Man, listen, Linda. Nobody cares about none of that shit. Oh yeah, Ashley. I love it. I love it. See, I don't play with it. You can go Google my shit, baby. You heard me? You can Google my shit. Point blank period. Go live about it. You heard me? Mhm. Right. But I'm just saying. Let me see. Absolutely, Ashley. Exactly. Motherfuckers that know sneakers and know, the real sneakerhead, not the haters, not not the people that know better but gonna say different. If you know, you know, clock it. Another sneakerhead is Treasure. She ain't in here right now, but that's another one. Baby, listen, Linda. And that's just one. You hear me? Nobody be caring about that kind of shit. I could do that shit all night. I could do that shit all night, y'all. I could do it all night. This type of stuff shouldn't mean nothing to nobody. $250 when I bought them. 250. 250. And yeah, I take care of my shit, y'all. Mm-hmm. 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 That's about $800 in regular J's, 2 pair. 2 pair. 2 pair. 2 pair. 2 pair. My sneakerheads know the deal. My sneakerheads know the deal. You heard me? And when I Air Force, you dig? When I Air Force. You heard me? Hey, Poppy. You heard me? When I force. You heard me? When I force, you dig? You feel it, dig? That custom chocolate. That custom chocolate right there with the butter. With the butter soul, you did. Thank you, Papa. Yeah. When I force. You hear me? Am I coming in clear to you? When I niner. You heard me? When I niner. You hear me? You hear me? You hear me? When I niner. You hear me? You feel it, dig me? You feel what I'm putting down to you? You feel what I'm putting down to you? You feel what I'm putting down to you? When I niner, okay? When I niner, okay? When I niner, okay? Do you understand what I'm putting down to you? Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you? When I Hirachi, okay? When I Hirachi, all right? When I want a Hirachi, even though these ones I gotta clean, but when I Hirachi though. I clean my whatchamacallit. But when I Hirachi. You know what I'm saying? I had to clean my shoelaces. But when I Hirachi, okay? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, asking you if you picking up what I'm trying to put down for you. You hear me? When I Hirachi. When I force. When I J, okay? Point blank, period. Ah, ah. Is you picking up what I'm putting down for you? Or no? Is you picking up what I'm putting down for you? Mm. Ah. When I max, okay? When I max, okay? When I max, I motherfucking max, okay? I when I max, I max, okay? The fuck? When I max, okay? Alright. When I max, okay? Alright. Is you picking up what I'm putting down? Is you picking up what I'm putting down? When I max, okay? Alright. Ah. Is you picking up? Is you picking up what I'm putting down? Oh, whoa, whoa. When I max, I max. You heard me? Period. Period. You know? If you know, you know. If you know, you know. You heard me? If you know, you know. Hey, beautiful queen, I love you. If you know, you know. You know? If you know, you know. You know? How many PPA twins that wear some flip flops? You gotta keep some classics. You gotta keep them classics. You gotta keep them classics. You know what I'm saying? You gotta keep them classics. You know what I'm saying? You gotta keep them. You gotta keep some classics, you know? You gotta keep some classics in there. Alright? You gotta keep your classics in there, okay? You gotta keep some classic shit, alright? Gotta keep some classics. Okay? You got to. It's only right. It's only right you keep some classic Adidas and shit in your shit. You know what I'm saying? Those there ain't about the price. That's just about being a classic motherfucker. You heard me? You gotta keep you some classic forces and things of that nature. You know, I ain't a white girl. I don't like a whole lot of white shoes and things because when I step, I be stepping. You heard me? But I'm just saying, you know? You know, you gotta keep them classic Adidas in the cut. It wouldn't even be right. You gotta keep you some. You gotta keep you some of that peach on. That black and white. You hear me? Then if you want to go over to the Maxes or whatever, that lime green situation. You feel me? If you want to do the lime green, you know what I'm saying? If you want to do some peach and black, you know what I'm saying? That's just a little classic shit. You know what I mean? That's just part of the little classic stuff. Actually, these lime green ones, they're actually a little too big for me. I'm probably gonna give those away. I'm probably gonna give those away. I'm giving these away too, and I ain't never worn 'em. I'm gonna give these away too, cause I ain't a van girl. As y'all see, they still got the tag. These still got the tag on them. These Vans right here. Y'all see they ain't even laced up, child, cause I ain't never worn 'em. I ain't never worn 'em. So I'll be giving them to somebody that wears 7.5, I think, in girls or something. I think that's 7.5, 7.5 in girls. But yeah, if you a van person, I don't wear Vans. As you see, my feet ain't never even been in them. They ain't never even been in them. I'm giving these away too. I wore these twice. Once I wore 'em mountain climbing, and I wore them somewhere. I only wore these twice, but I ain't never wore them Vans. I ain't no van girl. So if you are a van girl and you want some never worn uh Vans, you welcome to them. I don't even know if anybody in my family is a size 7.5. Most of us are 8s and 9s. 8s and 9s. Yeah. I could keep going, but I really don't feel like it. I could keep going, but I don't feel like it. I really don't feel like it. But there goes some more classic J's I don't never wear. I don't never wear. I think I wore these once. I think I wore these one time. One time. And these are 8.5s, but they fit like a 8. These ain't men's size. I think these are women's size. Let me see. Yeah, they have to be because yeah, these are women's size because I'm a 9 in women and I can fit these. And I'm a 7 in men. I'm a 7 in men. But yeah, I mean, child, I could sit here all day showing fucking sneakers and shit. But let me sit my ass down. Anywho, that that was just a preview. That was just a little preview for no reason at all. But yeah, three of those. Me too, mama. Three. Child, listen. And what I do is I will pull out whatever shoes that I'm gonna be wearing for that season or whatever, and put the rest up. So them are the ones that like are literally in my room, even though I don't keep the green ones, the lime green ones. Those are too big for me. Those are for somebody that wear a size maybe a 10 in ladies and an 8 in boys, because those are boys, but they are 8s. And the lime green ones are too big for me. I got a jacket that goes with that too. Yep, me too. Oh, I love me some J's, baby. I love me some J's. The most comfortable to me is my Adidas. I love Adidas is just, oh my God. The black and white, the Adidas, those are probably the most comfortable sneaker I feel ever made. Wow. You got a little foot. You got a little foot. I do too, that one. I like I like men's shoes better too. But yep, I got a whole bunch of sneakers. High dollar, regular dollar, all of that. But it's about three of those that I can't fit or don't want. So yeah. I wear kid sizes. Did you get Yeah, I got J's, Nikes, shit. You name it. And child, I throw my feet in a pair of damn slides and be out the door. I only wear my newspaper Jordans, which I love those, and that they're actual real newspaper articles that Michael was in. That's probably why they motherfuckers so expensive. But those I only wear on Christmas, like Christmas time. Yeah, I wear them like twice a year. Yeah, I like low end and high end things, and I will mix and match them. I mix and match low with high. You know what I mean? I don't discriminate. I like what looks good. Okay, I like what looks good. All right, I wear cute shit off of any of these websites. I wear it off of Amazon. I wear them off of Sheen. Even though I've never ordered anything off Sheen, but I have gotten gifts and things from Sheen that I do love. So I wear it all, honey. I don't discriminate. Child. The funny thing is, these people be discriminating on shit that they actually do wear. Like they'll be say, "Oh, that bitch got that from Temu." Yeah, like half of your wardrobe. That shit be funny to me. It's, that be funny to me, hunty. I get bigger size where I can just turn off my feet and put them on. Mhm. Yep, Ashley, I'm with you. Converse is one of my favorite. I love me some Converse, child. I done had Converse in every color. Every color. I love me some Converse. Only thing I don't like about Converse is because the material is cloth, but it's sturdy. Sometimes, unless you unlace them a lot, I mean, good, it's hard to. They're not really. They've never been a good hurry up shoe for me. Like if I'm in a rush, because I used to didn't have my Converse like loosely tied. They would be kind of medium or whatever. But yeah, like Adidas and Forces and J's and shit like that, I could just slide my feet in and go. But I couldn't do that with Converses. At least you can't do it with a thick sock. Exactly, Alan. Shit, I will go out in some complete. My whole outfit be completely non-name brand. Child the fuck, the helly. Long as I'm cute as fuck, who cares? But anywho, I have officially hit my. I used to like New Balances back in the day, but I think now I like them on other people's feet. But some shoes I don't like on my feet. Like I don't like low top shoes at all. That's why I probably never wore those Vans. I like a shoe that got a little ankle to it or whatever, a little bit. That's why I love high top Air Forces, Jordans, all of that. It's my preference. So it's not actually the shoe I don't like. It's because I used to wear them when I was younger, but some shoes, oh, beautiful queen, them shoes that pokey like, them shoes pokey, like, which wouldn't have been a problem if she wasn't trying to come for my Louis bag, my very authentic Louis bag. Anywho. You can't come for my Louis and be out here shopping for Avivas. I'm sorry. I said what I said, sis. I said what the fuck I said. Now I ain't got nothing wrong with nothing. But you ain't gonna be coming for me advertising your search for no Avivas. Now, the fuck? You ain't gonna be coming around here trying to downplay my life and you fucking waiting on the next Aviva edition to drop at Walmart. The fuck? Hell no. The hell nah, sis. They ain't gonna do me like that. You ain't gonna be coming for me and waiting on them Avivas to drop. That's all I'm saying. You can't be standing at Walmart though, waiting on them Avivas to drop, talking shit to me. You heard me? Yes, twin mommy. That's how a lot of people are. We can own all this, that, and the third, but honestly, child, we looking for to be able to walk through the mall without our feet hurting. Child, I used to look at them ladies at the mall like they was crazy. Back in the day, when at we in my city, because I am, y'all know this is a city, even though I stay on the outskirts. But we had two malls, of course, in our city, and people used to get dressed and be in they 5-inch heels walking around our malls that are 3 stories. Our malls have 3 floors, okay? And these motherfuckers will be walking around the the extra large 3-story mall in they motherfucking heels like they in a club. I wish the fuck I might. Like people used to go to the mall like a real live date and all that. People used to meet up at the mall, do this, do that. Y'all know how I go. But baby, I was never one of them girls that's about to walk around the mall in no motherfucking tall ass heels. All right. I'm just not gonna do it. Okay. I don't even see how people do it going to concerts. If your concerts are in coliseums, like mine is. Like these women be going to these concerts, having to walk a mile from their damn cars. And child, listen, if you know you're gonna have to take them motherfuckers off before you even get to the car, why the fuck is you wearing them? You heard me? See, gets on my nerves, all right? People be out here trying to be cute. Can't even stand up because you're dressed too short. Can't even dance. Your feet hurting and throbbing. Somebody got to piggyback ride your motherfucking stunting ass to the damn car because your fucking corns is corning. Your heels is peeling. You're slipping and sliding all over the place. And see, I call all my friends and I say, dressed cute and comfortable. All right. I'm not running back to no car getting nobody's flip flops. Okay. I'm not going to do it. You brought them flip flops because you knew your feet was going to be hurting. But now you want to be cute. You want to be up in here switching left and right for these people. But these people ain't going to carry your ass back to the motherfucking car. Be sitting here, they be walking on their damn, listen, trying to walk on the ball of their feet. Hold on, you walking too fast. No, I'm walking normal. I'm walking the normal pace that normal people walk when they got normal shoes on, okay? They be sitting here, why you leave me, girl? I didn't leave shit. You left yourself when you put on them motherfucking uncomfortable ass peep toe shoes you wanted to wear so bad. Listen, be switching and everything, knowing damn well your pinky toe about to fall clean off. You hear me? Pinky toe just done. Pinky toe screaming out for mercy and help. Do you hear me? And now you make your own decisions. You damn right. Not me. You ain't got to worry about it with 41 Wizzy, baby. Listen, I'm going to be as cute as comfort is going to let me, okay? I'm going to be as sexy as comfort is going to be. I don't want to have to barely can pick up I done dropped my lipstick tube on the floor, can't even pick it up because all my ass going to be hanging out because everybody want to wear these dresses that stop right under their booties, can't even bend up and pick up your quarter. It don't make no sense. Okay. Just round here, just round here. Rebel, where your sneaking and geeking ass at? Get up here. Yeah. Get your butt up here. You was out of my eyesight too long. Get up here. What you down here doing? You look guilty. You look guilty. What you been doing? You run in them to see how they gonna feel. Ah. You give them a test run. Girl, I don't blame you. Cause the fuck, I ain't going nowhere uncomfortable. You hear me? I'm not gonna do it. I don't want nothing too tight. You know, them days is just over, all right? Uh-uh. Hunty. Now, if you take off your jeans and you got that jean print around your waist, that mean you just doing too much. You trying to hold too much shit in. For real, for real. If you take your clothes off and you got a bunch of imprints and shit, you doing too much. You just round here doing too much. That's how I feel about it. What you doing too much for? What you doing too much for now? I said what I said. Oh man. Ooh, child. But listen, I am right at the 3 hour mark. So I am not going to hold you all. I do thank each and every one of y'all for being a part of this live and having some laughs and jokes with me and things of that nature. And Y'all know all that mushy stuff you did. Thank you so very much for the love and the support, for the crowd participation. All of that means the world to me. Um, yes, indeed it does. Yes, indeed it does. But I'm gonna let you all go though. I don't really know what reason right now. I don't really foresee a reason of my return. Um I may go live on Kick and Kick It or whatever. I'm not for sure, but I do thank y'all for joining me. I gotta check the bags out. What bags you checking out? But yeah, thank y'all for joining me. I'm going to go ahead and get my life together, run some errands and do some things that I need to do. But I may come back later if possible, maybe on Kick, maybe I don't really know. Not really going to make any promises there. But I do love y'all and I do thank y'all for everything. And we will chat a little later. Be blessed and thank you all for being a blessing straight like that. When it's up, it's stuck. I'm your gracious host, Tip the Gift. Thank you for joining me right here in the 4-1 Wizzy. Shout out to all the kings and queens. Y'all are simply rock stars. Later. Love you, mods.